Is that the one that Mary Grace uses in her class? That's
Yeah.
Like 360? Okay, yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, it's a 360. That's why, like, I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it's looking at you, but it is. It's creepy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Where did I put my keys? Wait, what? Where did I put my keys?
Maybe your purse?
Oh! It's in my purse.
Oh, there we go.
What video?
Do you miss living in here?
Well, now that I'm in San Diego, I mean, I just sleep in here.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how I like it.
Oh, okay.
And that's
you
what
sleep in here at night?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Not in your parents' house?
My parents run an Airbnb, so they have, like, all the rooms are taken.
Oh, shit. So you're still living in here?
I know.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Or you could just crawl into bed with your mom and dad.
Imagine. It's like, hey,
Technically, you can.
I just have, like, a need for physical touch all the time. The only thing I hate about this is it loses battery so fast.
Will this cord be in the way of the shooting?
A little bit, but
Okay.
that should be fine.
Yeah.
And again, real life.
Real life.
Real life. All right.
Whee!
Where am I going?
Oh, okay. Jinkies. Jinkies, kinkies.
Kinky.
Oh, I'm excited for my burrito.
Not the camera just completely spinning right now. Which, I mean, it'll still work, but like, stupid.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's what that works, right?
I hope so. Let me just,
What, check
I'm gonna
it?
pull over and check it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Now it's recording if you want to say
And we're
anything.
back, and you don't know anything that we said.
So, hi Van.
Hi, Dee.
I love you.
I love you too. Life is
Um,
crazy right now.
It's crazy, which is why I want to talk about
Life. Look, Seth's girlfriend.
Oh,
Seth's girlfriend.
hey, she's pretty.
Yeah.
A little bit older. Seth,
kinda hot.
Seth likes the
Seth
older
likes
women.
older girls. Yeah, my Seth likes older girls too. Yeah, but
Does he
I'm like the
really?
one young girl he's like been with.
Wait, I love it when that happens.
I know.
When like you kind of like are
Break your
not
mold.
the type at all.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's real. 'Cause
Like
it's
I'm in the
deeper
type
than
in
the
like
type.
other sense. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But like I do fit the mold of the type in the Spanish because he always had a crush on Spanish girls growing up. Like lived in Spain and he's like he always tells me he's like you have Spanish beauty. I'm like well that's
you
nice
do-
because
yeah.
you tell me you have crush on Spanish people. So,
That's true.
So that means you like me. But
Yeah.
so that means I'm your type. But
Yeah, definitely.
but yeah, with the older girl thing, I don't have that. That's not my thing. Yeah, probably the most immature
Maybe
girl he's ever
just
dated.
maybe he's just growing up. Maybe he needed a mother figure back then. Now he
Yeah,
doesn't.
maybe he was like, mommy.
Yeah.
But like, you know what? He gets to baby me now.
There you go.
He gets to be Big Daddy.
He's
That's
daddy.
good. He needs to
Yeah.
be daddy. Yeah, right.
Because I've heard like bits and pieces of the story,
Yeah.
but I want it in the.
Oh my
full.
God, what is it?
You have this really interesting dynamic of like you're hot, but you're also a freak, and it's perfect the way it works together.
funny.
I'm going left.
You're hot. Yes, left. That is so funny because that you say that because sometimes I think the weirdness or the like acting like an idiot, being like oh,
yeah,
like totally takes away my hotness.
it makes you more hot.
Oh really?
Yeah, but
That's great.
But I want you to take me back to like who you were as a kid, because I'm sure it started
Oh
then.
my God, Dee, I like don't remember. I'm kidding. No, but I love this question because I think about it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, like, we changed so much. Like, it makes you kind of wonder, like, who are you? Really? Like, who are you? Like, what soul are you? So when I was like a little girl, like toddler going into like till I was like 6 or 7, I was like very like serious. Like I wasn't serious, but like I was very like I still can be like that. Maybe you've seen that vibe of me.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm always in entertainer mode, but
Yeah.
like my family, right. My family will see me as like that same girl that's just my mom will call it out. Like she'll be like she's like you're being like when you were little, like where I just sit there and I observe and like I'm just like observe and I just like I'm very
was
calm.
The same.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? That's so cute. Little Danae.
Like just looking at the world.
Yeah,
and,
just like
very serious, like pensive.
Yeah,
very
pensive, exactly. So that was like when I was little, and then I think when I got into like middle school, is when I started to kind of like, my dad's always been really funny.
Yeah.
And my dad's sister's funny. My mom's funny in like a little bad bitch way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like my dad's the weirdo. And so I think I started picking up on his vibes, and also touching a little on astrology. Me and my dad he has a Taurus moon and I have a Taurus rising, and I think the extraness comes from my Taurus, because Tauruses are very cold.
Yeah.
And I think that is like that's like the way they perceive you, your rising. Anyways, my dad has Taurus though, and I think that might be like the Taurus. But anyways, as I started to get into my middle school and especially high school, I know that in high school, okay, so it says, that was Jinkies.
Okay.
Sorry.
Make this next turn.
It's okay, it'll take us longer to get there. We can talk
Hey, there you go.
I think it was in high school, I think I started to get a big butt. And I started to actually be cute, and I had my first boyfriend.
How old were you? Like, what part of high school were you talking?
Yeah,
like?
this is probably, actually, I got my first boyfriend and like started to feel kind of cute in like 7th or 8th grade.
Okay.
But and then I think my personality started to sprout in like high school. So in high school, I think I started to be funny. I was like a cheerleader, and I was just like, I was cool. I think I was just cool. Yeah. And I don't know if like people from my high school are gonna watch this. I don't really like them anymore. Well, they're bitches!
She's like, if you're watching, I hate you.
I'm kidding. Oh god, that was so unevolved of me. I love everyone for who they are, I guess. But they're just nothing like us. They're nothing like California people.
Oh,
they're just over there ready to pop the babies and get the ring. And like, that's cool. That's cool, you know?
Okay.
Some people are made for that. And I am working through not judging people for that right now in my life.
Yeah.
Because
I'm one of those people.
I know you want the baby. I know I have a lot of friends that want the baby in the ring.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest goal. And I judge people for that.
Yeah.
So I need to work on that.
Yeah.
Because I should not judge people for that. If that's what they want, that's what they want. But I just have this feeling, ADHD, like we're talking about high school, but I have this feeling that they're not happy. Like I have this feeling that they're not actually happy, and they're just trying to go through the Joneses, the motions, get the ring,
doing
competition. She got the ring, I have to get the ring. Like I just feel like that's the vibes that I get. So if I'm wrong about that, then I'm wrong about that, and I'm being judgmental. Yeah. You know? But I do love seeing people happy and in love and like truly like tie the knot, because they're like, this is my fucking human. Not because they're like, I need someone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you can tell the difference for sure.
You can totally tell that. Like when Tori and Garrett got engaged, shout out to Tori and Garrett.
Yes.
I was like, oh my god. Like I cried watching that video, because I was like, 7 years together.
It's okay. No, he has a bumper.
Oh, okay. 7 years together.
Yeah.
And like, there were no rush. They were in no competition. They were not trying to show people. But she said she didn't even want to get married. And then he comes with the ring. Like, that is like beautiful to me.
Yeah. Well, anyways, because I'm like desperate for babies and a husband, but you don't see me settling for the next guy who comes around the block. Yeah. Yeah. And so that's the difference. It's like 1,000%. I'm desperate, but I'm waiting for the right thing, which means it's not about the thing. It's about
the lifestyle?
Yeah, it's not about the perception.
Okay.
Or like even the desire.
It's not the perception or the desire. You just want the feeling.
Not the thing. Yeah.
You want the feeling.
I want the right feeling.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when it's for the right reasons, I don't judge it. But sometimes I think about the people back home, people that I went to high school with, and I'm like, is it all just keeping up with the Joneses? Yeah. Like, is it even real? But maybe it is, and maybe I'm being judgmental. But anyways, I don't talk to anybody from high school anymore. Some of them I do. And honestly, the ones I talk to and are amazing are like business owners, and like I love this girl Anna. She made a bakery and like back where we live, and I'm just like, that's so beautiful. She used to make us like baking snacks in high school and come to school in a Tupperware, and now she owns a bakery. Anna, if you're watching this, I love you. Anyways, in high school is when I started to, I think, be a trendsetter and be funny. And I was a leader, and I was a cheer captain, and so I think I just
cheer captain.
Yeah, I was.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was in student government. Like I was like about my shit, and I think I started kind of being funny. And I just like to be a leader. Yeah. And so I was probably just like, I stepped into I thought I peaked in high school. Actually, I cried walking down the aisle in high school. Cried, like doing the graduation thing, because I loved high school so much. I loved it. Like I didn't want to leave. Like it was the best.
See, I judge homecoming.
People like that. Really? But then I made a life out of myself. Yeah. It's not like I like sit there and I'm like, that was my glory days. But I loved it. I loved it so much. So I think maybe that time shaped my personality. Like I was very confident. guys thought I was hot, so I thought I was hot.
Yeah.
Because I had a big butt. But they, at one point, they did call me a butterface, though, I will say. Yeah, people were mean to me about my nose, but I've grown to love it, and I've grown to love my face.
It's like my favorite feature of yours.
Yeah,
you're just so cute. Yeah. And that's, again, like the Spanish thing.
Yes.
You have, like, just these very...
Well, the more I realize, it's actually the indigenous part of me, not Spanish. Maybe my nose is Spanish, but Spanish are actually white. Like, Spanish people are European.
Yeah.
Indigenous, which is 20% of my heritage, is indigenous Colombian. Like, yeah, like from the like indigenous, which I hold so, and I think that's where my nose comes from, because it's my mom's nose, and my mom, if I'm 20, she's 40.
Yeah.
So I think my nose is indigenous.
Okay.
Not Spanish.
Sick.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Any hoosers.
But that makes a lot of sense because I'm a very independent person.
Yeah.
And
No. I'm like going like this to you. Yeah.
What's the that? That's
this is,
what. Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But me as a very like independent person, like I was always very isolated, so I was excited to get out of high school.
Right.
But you are a collaborator.
Yes.
You love community. Yes. You love fostering that community, and so like high school was
you're
like...
You're a collaborator too.
No.
You've grown into, I mean...
I'm developing that
collaborative.
Side. Yes, but very reluctantly.
Okay.
So that comes out of a part of me where it's like, it's not my natural
instinct.
Thank you. I was like thinking inkling.
Is it instinct? Inkling?
No, inkling. Yeah. No, instinct. It's not my natural way of life, but I know it's important.
Right.
And so I do it
for sure.
For that reason, but it comes very naturally to you. And you have a passion for it, which I think is really great. And so those together has made you such a powerhouse.
I have a theory though, thank you, about you though.
Oh no!
And it has to do with astrology.
I love it.
And like, I'm done with the people thinking that astrology is like religion's biggest enemy. Okay, maybe it is. I don't know. But you can believe in the stars and you can believe in God. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And you
God
know I do.
God is in the stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you do.
He created the stars. But why not link it to our personalities?
Totally.
Yeah.
We are. I mean, if they can affect the tides, they can affect us. We are 90% water. Yeah. Like, we get affected by the moon and the stars and the planets. So we are actually both technically a part of the same purpose in life. Like, we both have north nodes in Libra, which is everyone born in 96, and I think a little bit into 97, or I mean into 90, into 97. It's a big chunk of people that were born in 96 are Libra north nodes, which means we were Aries south nodes, which means in our past life, but this is where it gets confusing because we don't believe in past lives. Yeah. But in theory, in our past lives, you were an Aries.
Right.
Liver.
Yeah.
And so in this life, we are Libra. Aries is all about independence. Do it alone, do it yourself, do it for you. It's not selfish in the bad sense of the word, but it's selfish in the good sense of the word. Like,
it's self-focused.
Guess who my opposite in this life is? My dad. My dad is an Aries north node in this life. I was an Aries back. So the Aries in our past life helps us be like have that leadership in us, but so I haven't even gotten to your part that, and Libra is supposed to be about bringing everyone together and harmony, and you're not supposed to be the star, you're supposed to bring people up with you. And so not supposed to be the star, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's supposed to be about like doing things with others and learning how to like coexist and do things with others. So I think it's harder for an actual Aries sun to maybe step into the Libra coming from an Aries life, because you're an Aries, so it might be harder for you. It's like you said there's like reluctance, but because you're an Aries. So I think, I don't know, that's my theory as to why maybe you feel like you shouldn't, because I feel like you do, and when you naturally do, you attract people, you're a great leader, and with your classes and with Reach Collaborative, like you have the like desire in you to do it. It's just probably a fight with your Aries that you live every day. You're like, this is who I am though. Like, I just want to go run, be in the desert and celebrate my birthday alone. I'll never forget. Like, that is like the one reason, that is like the one thing I'm like, if anyone needs to explain today, I'm like, well, she celebrates her birthday alone in the desert. If that tells you anything. Literally. Should we walk?
Yeah.
Let's walk in order, and then we can like sit outside and talk.
Ooh. Please use the other door.
Please use the other door. Please use the other door.
Cute. Aww.
Is it a like requisite to be a dick?
Yes.
Prereq?
Yes.
Why?
Have you seen that video? There's like a video of like training to be a Chipotle worker. He's like, he'll be like, "Hi, what can I get for you?" And his trainer's like, "No, angry." Don't look at them. No eye contact. Yeah.
Oh, I was so pissed I didn't make that video first. I had this theory seriously not inspired by anyone. I'm just like, I literally told Pam the other day, I was like, have you not noticed?
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, not a single Chipotle. Actually, I did experience one at the airport one time.
Literally today.
One person.
Literally today. The two nicest Chipotle workers I've ever met. They both work at the same store.
No.
I was like,
why is everyone being nice? Okay, well, that gives me a theory of like spirituality that I think it's like the law of attraction. Like what you spread, like karmatically comes to you. I've had so many instances like that, like where I decided to be nice to Pam yesterday. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna go like out and pick up my like tuna wrap like here at Whole Foods. I was like, I can get it. Like I was on my way home and like usually I'm like, yeah, go get it. But like cause I'm exhausted after something.
Yeah.
Like, I can grab it. And then immediately after something happened and I didn't have to grab it, but it was like, I feel like when you surrender to like being just kind, like it just flows better. But when you're like strict and mean and then the world is mean to you.
Yeah.
Karma's a bitch.
Yeah.
Karma's a bitch.
No,
she
please
didn't
don't.
know better.
Oh my gosh, the trauma of that popping up on my timeline all the time.
I saw her the other day.
No.
I saw her leading Millennium when I was leading my beginner class. She was like walking out.
Did she take like
JoJo? Yeah, like she was walking out taking some class, and she was walking out with, I think it was her girlfriend or something, but she was like holding this girl's hand, and then I literally like she just stopped like right in front of me. We were outside talking with like one of my students, and I was like, oh my god, did you see what? Like it just kind of like came out of me. And then she like looked at me and she was like, yeah, and she's like, kept walking. Like I'll explain. Like if that's you, you're me.
Yeah.
And she's like walking, and then like you see.
Yeah. JoJo Siwa.
And she's like, yeah.
She's a cartoon. She's a cartoon character.
Cartoon. Like it was giving ego, but also kind of like she's like 18. Like she probably doesn't know any better. Like
no,
it was giving.
Still...
Yeah, it was giving like she's probably noticed a lot. She's like used to the fame, and she was just like, yeah, it's me. And she probably felt like cool. I don't know what the vibe was. Like, it wasn't giving full blown bitch, but it was giving like. Yeah, she wasn't like, yeah, it's me, like, hey, like, she was just like, yeah. And she like walked off. I was cracking up,
I feel like if I was that high caliber of a celebrity, I would just do social experiments all the time.
Oh my god,
like respond with different things every single time. Like what if that was
like,
just,
she's
like, what if I said, what if I just said yeah and walked off? Like maybe she did that to you.
Maybe she did.
You know, like imagine you get that all the time. I would get so bored with being nice. I would just be like,
you're like Seth. Seth literally, maybe it's because it's evil Scorpio moon.
That's what
but she's like, Seth's always like, if I was fucking famous,
like,
he's like,
he would be.
He's like, I would be such a dick. I'm like, babe, what?
I feel like he would be like Adam Sandler vibes. Like, just like people would be like, what's up? He's like, what's up?
God, it's fucking hot.
I know. Do you want to go in?
No, you know what? I've been dreading the coldness. So you know
me and sweats and
okay, let's go inside. Yeah. I'm like, if it's for me, no. If it's for you, yes. Can we?
Okay. Perfect. Going back to you being a weirdo.
Yes.
You're like absolutely. So we did high school. What was your vision of your life starting from there? Because you were in like leadership at school. You were about to go to college.
I think at that point, like life was so superficial. Like I was not spiritual. I didn't believe in anything. I remember I was agnostic, and I would say it. I'd be like, all I know is I know nothing. And like my parents were like part of like being religious, so like. and then got out of it, so I witnessed them get out of it and start being more into like The Secret and law of attraction, but I still didn't believe in anything, so I didn't really believe in myself. So when I visualized my future, I didn't think about it big. Like, I thought about it like just keeping up with whatever everyone else is doing. Wow. So because everyone else was applying to colleges, I was applying to colleges. Because everyone was saying these are the best universities and some people couldn't get into these good ones, I was like, well, I'm going to try and get into that one. And so literally that's like the only reason why I went to UCF. Hello. Yay, thank you. So when I went there, I just went literally as like a toxic vibe of like you got into college, go. And then I decided to study political sciences, but like I just remember, okay, so now I'm remembering deeply who I was in high school is my parents were going through a really bad financial situation. Like we had gone through a really good life, like high middle class, like had everything, went on our boat every weekend in Florida, like it was like great, and then they lost everything. So I remember like from our big house to like a little apartment, all of our cars downgraded, like dad drove a bike, like a literal bicycle to train to go to work because we only had one car. It was really bad. And so my mind at that point was I liked the idea of law because of poli-sci. Like I liked watching court cases. Like I was obsessed with it. Do you remember the Casey Kaylee Anthony trial where she killed her daughter? Oh yeah, it happened in Orlando too, which was like, so I decided, because lawyers make a lot of money and I did not want to be poor and what we were going through, and because I like was intrigued by the law, and I still am. I would maybe try to be a lawyer, maybe like when I'm 50, if nothing works. Hey. You know, like I still like the idea of it, but that is what I was going to go to UCF for, which wasn't even a poli-sci school, but like, I mean, obviously you could do that there, school, yeah. but it was a great school. So that's what I had in mind for myself, was be a lawyer. I loved dance. I was obsessed with cheerleading and like leading and stuff. Yeah. But I was like, it's too late for me to become a dancer. Like, I just created the dances because there was 3 cheer captains, and my duty was to create the dances. Really? Yeah.
Did so you have like dance. You just danced for fun before that, or did you take classes?
They put us in dance when we had money, when I was like 7, 8. Okay. And then we like didn't continue on with like competitive dance, and even when my parents did have money, they thought it was ridiculous to like compete. Like an outfit is like $900 for these girls dancing. Like dance is the most expensive, and competitive cheer. It's also like ridiculous. Like I remember I thought it was so cool that people were competitive cheerleaders or competitive dancers. Yeah. I only did it in school. Okay. And then there was a dance team which I was always obsessed with. Like when it was time to watch the band, the dancers, and the cheerleaders, like the cheerleaders would go eat after we performed, that I would go and watch the dance and the band. I would like front row. Yeah. Was obsessed with watching the dancers and the band. So I loved dance, but like when I got there, I got in a sorority and I started making up the dances in the sorority. Okay. Fundraising competitions that we did. So dance was always in my life, but I just didn't have the confidence or the like skill to be like, I'm gonna go do it until I started going to raves. So I went to raves when I was in college. That's when I went to my first rave, because I went to UCF, which was EDC Orlando. Right. Yeah. So that's where everything kind of...
Back up a little bit. Okay. When they were putting you in charge of like creating the dances, what did you pull from?
Matt Stefanina.
No, you didn't know. No, you didn't.
Yes.
You like just watched YouTube videos and like
Matt Stefanina. I remember like, so there's 2 eras of that. In my cheer, we kind of like, with cheer it was like less dancey. It was more like cheer dancing. So like I just did that with my friend Katie. Shout out to Katie if you're watching this. Me and Katie would like make up the dances and probably watch YouTube videos a little bit, but I remember with Matt.
Hold on. Yeah. Do you see my face?
Oh my god. Yeah, you want to go to the car now?
Literally.
Let's go.
A Tesla pulled up and just, I'm blinded.
Oh my god. But it actually made your eyes beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Don't forget to close the door.
Right? On it before you said it. Dude, I remember we literally learned, and honestly, it's probably so illegal.
Oh my god.
But we learned that choreo and used it. Like, we learned one of Matt Steffanina's choreos and used it for a tri-delta, like, against the other sororities competition.
A competition?
Yeah, like, it was like a fundraiser.
Does he know?
Honestly. When I first met him, I was like, you don't understand. Like, I was such a big fan. Like, I would watch your tutorials. I was like, I would learn your dances. Like, I would slow them down with my sorority with the big fucking screen, and we would all watch it. But I didn't fully, like, so, like, with like sorority dances, you do like a bunch of dances in one. Like, it's like a medley of music. Yeah. You know, and so there was like parts where we would learn Matt's stuff, but like obviously we would create our own stuff. But yeah, I would pull from Matt's shit so much. I wasn't a choreographer at the time. I was like a choreographer for like stupid shit like school and like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like an actual profession. So I was pulling from like people on YouTube for sure. And Jojo Gomez. I remember when I rushed my little, this all sounds so lame because I am so not into the sorority thing anymore and I think it's so stupid, and I dropped out of it obviously because I dropped out of college. But when I was in it, I was like, you know, it's your in a cult, and and so and I remember when I was rushing my little and I brought her into my room. The reason, well, I rushed her and then she became my little, but like I rushed her meaning like I was trying to convince her to go into Tri-Delta. So when she came to our house, I picked her ticket or whatever. Yeah. Because I really liked her. She was like this super cool, like hippie African girl. Ooh. And from South Africa. Anyways, and when I brought her in my room to like lure, because you're supposed to lure them in and like kind of like tell them. That's so creepy. I know, but not like in a creepy. You're just supposed to like do things that appeal to them. And so like we just got so real with each other. We weren't like, so what are you studying? Like how some of the, and she loved me for that reason, and I loved her for that reason. And then I took her in my room and I was like, let's watch dance videos. And I literally pulled up my laptop in the middle of rush, and like we were just watching Jojo Gomez dance videos, like Casey Rice, like back when they were like the Millennium Red and Millennium videos. And I remember I would be like, oh my god, and we were just so obsessed. And yeah, so that's what I was pulling from when I was like creating dances. That was like our whole world. I mean, that's why it's so iconic that we teach a Millennium now. Like, what on earth? Crazy. What on earth? Yeah. Who would have ever thunk? No. I literally have left videos up on my Instagram of me learning, Matt Steffanina's choreography and like filming it in my room. And like, it's a part of all of our childhoods. So funny. Now we're all like just friends with him. Yeah, and that's kind of the point that I want to make with this podcast is like the fact that from far away, you know, if you're only seeing like social media, you think this person is so much bigger than they are just because there's a lot of meaning in it for you, which is great. But at the end of the day, we're so normal. Oh my god, we're so normal. Of course. But like people don't everybody shits. That. I forget that Ariana Grande shits. Well, I don't. Like when we glorify people, you have to remember they're sitting there like, ew! Like they shit. Everybody shits. Everybody stinks. Yeah. Everybody has bad breath in the morning. Yeah. Everybody gets confused. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what we're talking about. Everybody gets that way. Wow. Transformative. Yeah. Hannah Montana was spitting. Dude. She was spitting. There's never been a show as good as like Hannah Montana. A lyricist of our generation. Yeah. And now we have JoJo Siwa. Oh god. But you know, kids. But that's the thing. You will never know. And here's the thing. You know what's crazy? You blurted out JoJo Siwa. And like I think people would not expect that from you because people would be like, Van Seco! Or no, of course. Van Seco! Yeah. Well, I mean, she's so huge. I was like, holy shit, like it just came out of me. Yeah. But that's the thing, like she also poops. Yeah. I like glorified her in that moment. Yeah. But that's just like our natural instinct. That's so crazy. It's not wrong, but it's just like, it's very interesting. So anyways, that's why I want to like talk about how you became who you are, because I think that's, people are like, oh, she went to high school? She's a cheerleader? Like, what do you mean? Yes, I was. Yeah. Okay, so now tell me. Yeah. Can I eat? Yeah, stuff your face, please. Okay. Fuck, I wish I had a fork. I have a fork.
Don't forget, this is my home. Let me get you a fork. Let me go to my kitchen really quick and get you a fork.
I love you. Oh wait, I still use it.
Oh, stop. No way.
Oh my god, what are the odds? I love when shit like that happens. The fork just landed like perfectly, like loop.
Yeah.
Loop. I was friends with people like you in high school though, by the way.
What do you mean?
Like I was friends, like I wasn't only
with
friends
losers?
with the bitchy cheerleaders. Like I actually loved.
You calling me a loser?
No, not losers, but like introverted people. Like I had friends all over. Like I was not like, I was like a cool popular girl.
Yeah, I remember like very specifically in my high school.
Yeah.
There was like, there's the popular group and there's the people who are popular who don't talk to unpopular people. And then the people who are popular and so like just such beautiful humans. They talk to the nerds, they talk to the geeks, they talk to like, they'll just
1000%. I was friends with like the ESC people. Like I still till this day am friends. I mean, this sounds so beat up. I'm bad. I'm like, yeah, I'm that beautiful person.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you think, but I was totally friends with, like, I'm still friends with Reed, this little girl that was mentally challenged, and we would go to her house, me and Pam, we would hang out with her, and we loved it because we were part of the ESC, like, helping them, like, the whole group of the mentally challenged, but
wow.
But yeah, we were so involved too, but also, like, cool.
Right.
Like, me and my brother and my sister, we're all very cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's it
We
like?
got our cool factor from our mom and dad.
Yeah, they are very...
I mean, who knows? Cool is so subjective, though. Like, you probably think I'm so lame, someone watching this. So, it's like, there are, you know, cool is all an opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think, personally, once you've been cool, you pull back to, like, being weird. I see this a lot in, like, celebrities. Like, if they get too much fame, they start doing things to make people hate them because they don't like all of the attention.
Yeah.
Like, especially people who are hot, like, they'll either grow out, like, really gross facial hair or, like,
You're
do
so
dreads
right.
or something, and it's like, what are you doing? And it's like, they just get
You're
too
so
much
right.
praise.
They're just, like, over it.
Yeah, they're like, well, I want to do whatever now. So I feel like being given so much, like, there was popularity and cool stuff, you were like, oh, this is whatever. And so you just went, you know, you're like, well, I'm gonna be a freak. And
I think growing up is also, like, part of you just being
Not
a weirdo.
caring. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
the more time goes by, don't you just feel like whatever?
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares?
And if you care, you're the weird one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Wouldn't you rather be, like, memorable for who you are than for who you're not? Like, who you're pretending to be? It's hard, though. Like, I will say, it's hard. So showing up as yourself on social media is hard. You do it really well.
Thank you.
Like, it doesn't even feel like there's a screen sometimes. Like, you're just, like, there. But it is hard. Like, being perceived is a difficult thing that I have dealt with.
Yeah.
I know when I come off authentic, and then I know when I'm trying. And usually it comes from, like, inner struggles of, like, feeling like people don't like me, and, like, usually that. So that has developed. I feel like in my early 20s, I went all Delulu mode, and I was like,
yeah,
I'm gonna shuffle, I'm gonna leave everything. And then, like, as I've gotten older, yes, who gives a fuck? That starts to naturally happen. But also social media has been hard. Like, it's made me give a fuck. Because there's so many people, and you get addicted to validation, and there's a lot of people, like, praising you or judging you, hating you. But, like, I think it's actually come from, the toxicity has come from the positive stuff. Because then you, like, get addicted like a drug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a vape.
Yep.
Or like a drug. Like it's addicting. So.
And when you don't get the same amount, like, because with drugs, it's like you have to keep doing more and more in order to get the same.
Yeah. That's
feeling.
So true.
And so when you get less, when you're used to more, it just kind of wrecks you.
Oh.
Like, once you've had a viral video, good luck.
Everything else doesn't work.
Yeah.
Everything else is not good enough.
Yeah.
And like, talk about me being a Capricorn where my whole life feels like it's not good enough. Like, I'll finish something and be like, I don't even like this. Even though people are like, this is amazing. That video we just put out, I hated it when I first watched it. And the reactions of other people made me have a different perspective on it. Wow. How unhealthy is that? I should have liked it from the get.
Yeah.
But everyone being like, this is a movie. I'm like, is it? Oh, okay.
Wow. Thank you.
We are our own worst critics.
Yeah.
But what were we talking about?
Yeah, I know. We're just Seth ate it.
He's hungry.
He's like, thank you. So, okay. You found shuffling because you went to EDC, Orlando.
Yeah.
You saw people shuffling, you're like, I need that in my life.
Mm-hmm.
How did you like ask someone, like, hey, teach me how to do the Running Man or something, like, teach me something? Or did you just go straight to learning online?
I went straight to learning online.
Wow.
I did not, there was no one around me that I knew personally that was doing it. But there was this girl who was my friend. What am I saying? She was my best friend at the time, who like a year before told me, she was like, let's learn this thing. Look how cool it looks. And I was like, that's so lame.
Oh my gosh.
Probably because I didn't like come up with the idea first. I was just like, no. And okay. It wasn't that I thought it was lame. It was that I didn't like the music. I didn't used to like EDM. Yeah.
Wow.
I was the bitch that was like pots and pans. I was like, get it out. What is that? That's not music. I was that bitch.
Whoa.
And so I was like shuffle to that. Like I want like something emotional. I was like an Ariana Grande. Like I loved like vocal
ballads.
Yeah, like pop. Like I didn't really like EDM. So yeah. So she showed it to me, and then I was like, nah. And then when I went to my first CDC, I saw people doing it. And at the same time, Elena Cruz was posting videos, who you guys know today as E-Cruz. But she was the only one that I saw posting videos. And really at the time, there was no one, maybe like 2 other people, 2 or 3 or 4, maybe obviously a lot more other people, but no one was going as viral as her. And it was like 2015, 2016, and I saw her videos, and I remember she just made it look so cute and cool. And I was like, I want to do this.
Wow.
Like, this is so cute. And especially seeing it at the festival with everyone so confident, and like you feel the music deeply at the festival, and you're like, okay, all right, I like this shit.
Yeah.
So that was like, and then yeah, and online, I literally from watching Elena's videos taught myself. There honestly wasn't really any tutorials, or any good ones at least. I didn't go on YouTube to learn shuffle.
Okay. Yeah.
I did not. I know some people did, but I did not. I didn't find any.
Wow.
But now I realize Matt actually has a video teaching you the Melbourne Shuffle like in 2009 or some shit. Yeah. Which I never even saw that. I just I would watch Elena's videos. I don't even know if screen recording was a thing in 2016, but I would just watch Elena's videos, and that's how I learned.
Wow.
Yep.
And I'm sure it helped because you had already been learning Matt Stefanina's videos.
Oh yeah.
Off of
totally.
YouTube,
and I was like a mover. I was a dancer.
Yeah.
And I got really into running at that time, so I had endurance, because shuffle, like, you have to have endurance, you know?
Oh my gosh, straight cardio.
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny how similar our stories are, because the Party Rock Anthem came out, and I was on our little dance team at my private Christian school.
Shut up.
And they thought it would be cool if we learned that. And so, it was kind of like they sent the video, and everyone was like just watching the video, and we were going to come together and kind of figure it out. Like, I learned the choreo to the actual thing.
Shut up.
Yes. And that was my first time ever shuffling.
Shut up.
You
shuffled before me then. What time was that?
Oh. Well,
that was a long time ago. I did not shuffle around LMFAO.
2010 or 11.
Yeah, no, not me. Started I did my first Running Man in 2016.
That's crazy.
2015. Yeah.
Hey. So now I'm the OG.
Now you're the OG.
But so it was literally just the Running Man, because they did dun, 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 and then they did like a little reach down, and then they did like a little T-step. My T-step was like, I was like, didn't know what I was doing. And then they just go around in a circle. So that's all it was. Yeah. But we did a performance. And by the way, I'm talking so that you can eat.
No, this is supposed to be a conversation.
Yeah. But so we performed on a stage.
Yeah.
And I had so many people come up to me and be like, you're really good. Like, people were saying, like, you were the best one on stage.
Shut up.
Yeah, like, I was getting it. I even got it from a guy who, like, didn't like me.
No.
Yeah, he was a guy, like...
In high school?
Yeah.
This was high school.
This is, like, I think 7th or 8th grade, actually. So,
oh, shit.
Yeah. But he was just, like, I remember him giving me that compliment. I was like, wait, you hate me. Like, he always, like... dissed me and made fun of me, and like he was like, yeah, you're actually really good. And then walking around, I was like,
nothing feels more than that, like better than that at that age.
Yes.
You're just like,
especially because I had a crush on him. So I did that, never touched shuffling again, because it was such a different style. I was like going towards hip hop.
It wasn't cool.
It wasn't
at the
cool.
Time. No,
it was kind, and especially because LMFAO was kind of, they're quirky.
So quirky, and like shufflers, OG, like Melbourne. Even Shapers, like, they were not represented by that video. They actually hated.
But
fun fact, they were like, what the fuck? Like, they felt that they were a laughing stock.
Yes.
Every day I'm shuffle. Like, people thought that they thought real shufflers at that time thought like they were just made a joke of the world.
But what I learned, look at this guy. He looks like he was in the original music video.
You're so right.
Oh, he could probably.
What would you do if he started shuffling? Yeah.
Look at those boots. I love LA.
Oh my god.
What did I see? It was like this documentary. Maybe it was a shuffle, like, history
timeline thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they apparently, before they released the video, they did an audition. Like, send in your video submissions to be. So it was a lot of, like, actual Melbourne shufflers. But I'm sure the underground people were like, no, I'm not commercializing my dance. But, like, your fault. Sorry. I don't want to get bashed.
No,
but like,
true.
it's your fault.
Yeah.
Like, if you're complaining that it was
you're
misrepresented,
right.
you had
you missed the fucking mark. You guys could have made it viral then.
Yeah, and you could have brought like the actual sauce to it.
1,000%.
But you let these other people do it, and that's on
1,000%.
you. I'm sorry, that's on you.
It's so true.
Yeah.
AR Project.
What's that?
You know the guy that shoots all those videos for shufflers? He shot. You know have you ever gone back? 2019 my page, like, how much is enough? The More video by Cascade that I did with Cece and Jolie and Casey and Ali. That was like one of the first concept videos that we made. He shot that video. So he shoots a lot of things for shufflers out here. He is an OG. He was in that video. He was in LMFAO.
Stop.
Yeah, Marco. Yeah, he was in that video. So there were like shufflers in there, but they just still probably the song wasn't a vibe, you know, like usually like people dance to techno or like of that style. So they just weren't represented, and you're right though. They should have taken the opportunity, but they didn't.
But that's the thing, like, so I didn't shuffle from then till 2020.
Yeah.
When I saw Mary Grace. Because
on TikTok, right?
Yeah. Because she wasn't doing, and here's the funny thing, the only EDM I listened to was like Skrillex and Deadmau5. And it was like, even then, I couldn't listen to it too much because it was just like the same thing.
We weren't deep enough at the time.
Yeah.
Like 2012 you're talking about?
Yeah, around there, yeah.
I feel like when we were younger, like Deadmau5 doesn't make sense. Now I'm like, wow.
I know, yeah. Such a vibe. But, so, when I saw Mary Grace, the funniest thing, because you were saying that you saw Elena Cruz and she made it look cute and like fun and, you know, girly. I saw Mary Grace wearing Thrasher sweatpants, and I was like, I need to be her tomorrow, you know. And it was like, and she was messing around too. It wasn't like the shuffling you see where they're doing like a lot of flowy, like emotional stuff. She was like, and I was like, that's me. Like, you see yourself in that person.
1,000%.
And that's what I think is so cool about social media is we've all, and the Shuffleverse.
Oh my God.
Let's promo that really quick.
Yeah.
Because I think the coolest part about dance is everyone likes a different style.
Oh my God. I just realized.
What?
I didn't get his fucking burrito.
Who's you were gonna get? Is it closed?
Wait, it says still open. Should I try and get something in?
I think.
Wait, but we were getting into Shuffleverse.
The paint guy walked by and pulled the door and it didn't open. What time is it?
It's 3:02.
Oh shoot.
It's okay. He's like the least worried person on earth. Anyways, Shuffleverse.
It's a convention.
Dance convention called the Shuffleverse Dance Convention that is bringing together 6 of the most unique Shuffleverses on earth: the Danae-verse, the Mary Grace-verse, the Donovan-verse, the Kento-verse, the Brie-verse, and the Van-verse. And we're all going to teach you guys our ideologies, our theories, our approach to shuffling, our individual, unique view and approach on shuffling. And you're going to fucking love it. So come.
But that's the thing. So you were inspired by Elena Cruz. I was inspired by Mary Grace. LMFAO couldn't inspire us. You know, other people that the video that your friend showed you didn't inspire you.
No.
Like, you just didn't connect to that person. And so now that we are creating a space where it could be like, if you see yourself in Danae, go train.
Yeah, it's so like, true.
If you see yourself in Van, go train with Van. Like, if you want the power and emotion that Donovan gives, go train with Donovan. Like,
1000%.
That's what's so beautiful about it.
I love that. I'm gonna steal that. I'm thinking of so many different ways to promote this thing, dude. Yeah. One thing is definitely a sit down vibe and
like a round table.
A round table vibe with all 6 of us, but it's just how hard is it gonna get to, especially Donnie with Vegas, but
like you said, he'll do anything for you.
He I love him. But yeah, you just inspired me to say it in that way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find like different ways to really explain, because I don't think people realize yet.
Yeah.
How sickening this is gonna be.
This is crazy. So you were inspired by Elena Cruz.
Yes.
Give me the mindset, like the first video. Do you still have it up that you ever posted, or have you deleted?
Yeah, I have everything up.
Yeah?
Of like my first shuffle video?
Yeah.
You want to see it?
Yes. I think I could. You probably have posted it then. But I want you to take me through, like, you were just like, I want to be like Elena Cruz, so I'm going to film this video and post it. Was that your mindset?
There was like so much that happened around that time that I probably can't say.
Really?
I mean, like, I was like exploring with psychedelics.
Well, yeah, you can definitely say that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this is, we're just
no
talking.
Filter.
Yeah.
Sorry, Danae's mom and dad.
Wait, why is everyone, literally Brie, this was so funny. She was like, because I had my parents watch the promo video, and then Brie, like, she looks at me and she's like, do your parents hate me now because I said the F word in the promo video? And I was like, what? Everyone's like scared to disappoint my parents. I'm like, they're not even your parents.
But they're so cute.
They're so cute.
And my parents already know everything about me, so they're the only ones I can.
Yeah. No, they still laugh about the fact that the first time they met you, you were wearing the "Stop Looking at My Dick" sweatpants.
Oh my god.
And like now they they know.
I'm glad I made a first impression.
Yeah.
A memorable.
No, you cannot do anything that would make them not love you.
Well, yeah, mom and dad. I did some psychedelics around that time, and like, yeah, it wasn't like I want to be like Elena. It never was that. Like, it never was that. I don't think I ever even danced like her, really. Maybe in the beginning, just because you try to emulate at first.
Yeah.
My thought was, she has a lot of followers, and I was like, and this was like 2016. It was like right after Vine, so like no one was really an influencer.
And you were still in college?
I was still in college, and I was like, I could totally do this. Like, I remember I was just like, I could do this. Like, I could be cute like this. I could dance like this. I'm gonna teach her, like, I could do, like, it doesn't seem that hard. And I could probably grow a following. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, one of my biggest goals was to gain a following.
Wow.
Like, I wanted to be famous about it.
Wow.
Yeah, like, I wasn't like, I was like, oh, this is gonna do it for fun. Like, I immediately was recording my journey. Like, the first video I posted, I was a fucking fat ass beginner. Like, I was not, and like, I was inspired by the numbers. Like, I think it was very visionary of me. Like, that, like, forward thinking of me to be like, get on social media. Like, I remember being like,
because this was,
she's so famous, and all she does is post videos online. Like, I thought you had to go to LA and be massive, and like, I don't know why it didn't click seeing him do YouTube videos. Obviously, maybe I thought, like, I saw a whole infrastructure, like, oh, he probably has his own studio, like, but when I saw her in her garage doing it, like, I was just like, I could do this. And now that I liked it too, that's another thing, is that, like, I loved it at that moment. I was like, oh my, like I was obsessed.
Yeah.
And so I think that naturally will like feed into the audience too. But it wasn't that I just like, oh, it just randomly happened. I wasn't looking for the following. I definitely was like, I want to get followers.
Wow.
Yeah.
And was it just at that time, like just to see if you could do it, or were you like already thinking like,
I'm gonna leave college? No, I wasn't thinking of that until, well, that's the thing is Bang happened really, really quickly. Like really? I taught myself how to shuffle from Elena's video. Everything was like good luck fucking Chuck. Everything was good luck. It was all like the universe was like yes, 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 wow. yes. Because I literally was still teaching myself how to shuffle, and I messaged Elena, like my idol at the time. She had like 300,000 followers at the time, which was gnarly at the time. And it still is gnarly today, but like that was huge. And she didn't just have 300,000 followers, but she was getting millions of views on her videos. Like it was like, she was so viral. And I messaged her and she answered me. And she was like, I was like, hey, I'm going to EDC Orlando this year. Like, I would love to meet you. Like, I just want to meet you and dance with you.
You're so cute.
She answered me. Oh. I had like 9,000 followers and I didn't even have my first video up. Wow. I don't know why she trusted me. But she answered me and she was like, yeah, like I'm gonna be there, da da da. But then she answered and she was like, we should make a video together. Like, or maybe I did have my first video up, but she was like, we should collab too. Like, because I lived in Palm Beach and actually we're from the same hometown. Wow. So that's huge. Like she was from Lake Worth, I was from from Boynton Beach. Like that's like 2 exits away.
Oh my god.
Type shit on the highway. And so we were like neighbors, and so that was kind of crazy because it's not like I lived in like Wyoming and I was like, let's so she was like, let's collab. And then my second video on the internet, like my second shuffle video ever on the internet was a collab with Elena.
Oh my
gosh. I know. Like I was a beginner. Like it was all like yes from the universe. And so I started posting. That obviously got me a lot of traction, but me and Elena were very different. I feel like maybe there's haters that are like, she just like hopped on Elena's success, but like not really. Like we were very different. Like her style was like garage. My style, and one thing that I will go to the grave with, is I always made it like a little music video. Like Og would record me and I would like do the lyrics in the beginning, and like we would do shots of me, like my body in the beginning, and then at the drop, like it was, I could go back and nowadays that's how people do it. They'll lyric the beginning and make it a whole like music video vibe. It was not like that. Like Elena did not do videos. Elena was so like old, like she was just OG, like put it on the ground in her garage. Everybody knows that was OG Elena. So I definitely came in and did my own thing with it. Added a lot of my dance background because I loved my whole like dance and cheer background. But yeah, we started doing collabs and that kind of got my traction up, but then I just started going viral on my own, and then it just like blew up. Yeah. But
how quickly, like, so you said 9,000 when you first reached out, so that was maybe after like your first
and
video?
You said sponsorships. Sorry. So sponsorships, that like I didn't realize like what was happening until we posted our first video together in December. I posted my first video alone in November, and then our first video or end of October, and then first video together in December, and then someone reached out on email, and it was Meg Liz. It was the owner of Bang's wife, the one that I like fight for on the internet all the time. The couple, the guy, the Jack and Meg. She was like, I saw that video, I'm obsessed. Like she was so forward thinking too, because it was like one of the first. It was me and Elena's video on the dock, and then she was just like, yeah, like. I want you guys to come shuffle at the Arnold, the expo, the like for Bang Energy. All of the words of that email being flown to the Arnold, like Bang Energy, all of that like sounded like mumbo jumbo to me. I was in college, like I was like barely getting over the fact that Elena was my friend. Right. And then she was like, come shuffle, like both of you at this thing. And I had not even gotten on a plane. Like my parents had struggled really bad, and early on of our lives, we went to New York and we had gone on a plane, but I barely remembered it. Like I was 21 and I had not gone on a plane since I was like 8. Like I had not traveled. So I would remember being like, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. Yeah. I remember being like, is this real? Like what's Bang Energy? Because it wasn't big at the time. And then we got there and it was like this whole expo. I didn't even know what the Arnold was, but if you're in fitness, you know what the Arnold is nowadays. It's like this huge fitness convention and like show. Like it's for the computers. Okay. But there's like booths all around, and Bang was always the most lit booth. It was like, oh, that's so sad that it's over. But we would go, and the first one was me and Elena. We just danced,
it was
shuffled.
Just you and Elena?
No, just me and Elena as shufflers, but they had a dance team. They had all the athletes there that supported wearing Bang. I remember it was like a fucking festival. I was like, oh, it was the coolest thing. And then Jack ended off. At the time, I was like very much having this like mental switch in my brain. Like I was growing up, I was like getting to know, I think, God or myself. I don't know what it was, but I was crying all the time because I had realized that I had my enlightenment, remember?
Yeah.
So I like thought it was God or that I was God or I don't know what the fuck was happening, but I was like very emotional. And when we ended the thing, like our first thing ever with Arnold, Jack, like they're very religious, and they came in and he was like it's all like thanks to God and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, I remember getting so emotional and be like, yes, I started screaming. I was like, yes, John. and then he like heard me and he was like, yeah, and like everyone was like quiet at the time, but I was like so like wow. I was just so excited about life at that moment because I was finding my faith too in myself or whatever the fuck I was finding.
Yeah,
it was happening. So they were very faith-led, and I remember after that Elena didn't continue with them because she like loved Red Bull, but like it like just didn't feel authentic. But I traveled to Europe with them. I did everything, and then that's when like Cece joined like a year after.
Okay, Cece was next.
Yeah, Cece was next, and then Mary Grace was next, and then the rest of whoever joined. But like, but yeah, that was like how that all went down. So the brand partnership started with Bang. Like, not only did they want us to go to that event and dance, which was crazy. I was like, travel the world with my biggest idol. I was like, what? But also post videos. So Meg Liz was like, if you post with Bang, like I'll pay you $400 per video, which was so small at the time, but so huge at the time for me because I was a struggling college student, bartender. Yeah. Parents were struggling. I was able to help my parents now. Like I was like, $400 per video? Like what the fuck? Like wow. I literally made like $400 a month bartending at the time. I don't know what. It was just like I couldn't believe. Yeah. And then that's when I realized I have to leave college. Like I'm making good money, like wow. And then I put my whole fucking, like Mary Grace says, my whole pussy into like fucking this. She says that, and she's getting me to say it, and I'm gonna give her credit for it, but it's such a good term. I put my whole fucking pussy into being a fucking influencer. And then yeah, by like a couple of years I had 500,000 and then 1 million, and then yeah. But I left college like right after Bang like started paying because I was okay. I was a poli-sci major.
Yeah.
I realized social media was now or never. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't have the platform.
And being a lawyer
maybe my charisma would still get me the platform. Yeah. But nowadays, you go online, everyone's fucking dancing. That was the time. If I didn't quit in that moment, I would not. I just wouldn't. Like, I wouldn't have learned. I would have finished poli-sci. Like, everybody else finished college, I feel. Every shuffler I know finished college. But not me. Not me. Wow. Wait, Seth is calling.
Oh. Okay. I'll record.
Hello? Babe? Anyways, I'm getting so long-winded, but yeah, that's the answer to that question, right? Am I getting long-winded?
No,
I have like really bad like lack of confidence. Like if I get long-winded, I'm like, everybody hates me, everybody hates me.
That's crazy because I asked you the question.
But yeah, that is like the sequence of events. I hope it made sense.
Yeah.
Like
no, absolutely.
Bang. That's why Bang is very symbolic in my life.
Yeah.
And that's why like, even if at one point I didn't drink it that much, because sometimes like caffeine gives me anxiety, like it was the turning point of my life, of my family. Like they were struggling. Right. I was able to help my family. It like all turned, and then they kept appreciating my gratitude because they were just such like, they like will forever love me and I will forever love them. Like they feel like I changed the company and I feel like they changed my life. So like in turn, like they gave shuffling the first opportunity ever. They gave shufflers the right to feel confident being like, yeah, I'm a shuffler. Any other time that it would have been maybe a little lame to be like, I'm a professional shuffler. No, we travel the world doing this. I've been to Dubai, I've been to Colombia, I've been to Paris, I've been to fucking Vancouver, I've been all to Dubai. Like I've been everywhere shuffling. So they gave shufflers that confidence. So forever, that's why now that they have AI energy drink, my pussy will be all over that.
Oh my. This is so vulgar.
This is so vulgar. You just bleep it. Bleep it. Are you even gonna edit it though?
We'll see.
Okay. But anyways, yeah, that's the backstory. That's everything.
Wow. So, crazy. First video, 9,000 followers. Elena, do you remember how much it jumped?
I remember collabing with Elena. I got close to 100,000.
Really?
Yeah, I was getting to like 80K. I remember 80K when I was at Moonrise and we were in the midst of our collabs. Yeah, and then I hit 100 though when me and Elena had like a little like bit of a fall off.
Yeah.
We had a falling off, and I hit 100K like a month before we had a falling off. After that, I just started growing alone. So I remember it was like 100K when we were finishing our era of collabing.
Okay, and how long after you started shuffling was that? What was that timeline?
That was a year.
A year?
Yeah, because I posted my first video in 2016, and then by the end of 2017, I hit 100K. Okay. Which is so slow compared to now if you get like one viral video. But they were real followers at the time. That's why I think sometimes you get bots nowadays. Because it's like, how are you gonna tell me one video got me 200,000 followers in a month? Like, how are you gonna tell me that? That's why TikTok just feels like, is anybody there? Dude. Mary Grace said that the other day to me. She was like, I don't think they're real followers, what we have on TikTok. And I was like, oh my God, you might be fucking right.
It's
or maybe
to get you addicted.
It was the COVID. It was the COVID, everyone sitting at home, and now they don't give a single fuck. And now we have like these 2 million account with like a 10,000 average view. Like, that's horrid. That's horrible. But that's why Instagram, where I was growing authentically, where it took me a year to get 100K, very committed followers.
Right.
There nowadays, if I post anything, I know I'm gonna have a good ratio for the amount of followers that I have.
Yeah.
TikTok's a little confusing to me in that sense.
Yeah.
But, or maybe I didn't do a good job of holding them. Just I feel like with like stories holds people on Instagram.
It makes
TikTok didn't have stories for a long time, so they don't even know me.
Yeah.
It still feels so weird nowadays. Okay, let me call Seth back. What is going on here? And I have to tell him about the burrito.
No, it's really fine.
Okay.
What a great guy.
Today. Danae said, what a great guy. Anyways. Okay. Who's next? Oh my God, you just got like my whole life story.
I know. Well, it's just like the backstory is so important.
The biggest thing too is that like times change.
Yeah.
And no way is going to be the way. Like, there's no right way of doing things.
Yeah.
There's just moments in time.
And also, like what you said, if you didn't do it then, it would have been so different for you. Because that was the time when like shuffling was like really, people were like, what is this?
Like, Elena's making it look cool.
Yeah.
There's more people doing this? Like, what is this? A lot of props to Elena for that. Like, she just like really held it down. I don't know how long she was doing it before 2016. Maybe like 2 or 3 years. But she was still so new to it. Like, you see her style now compared to then. Like, I was so obsessed with her then. Yeah. And now it's kind of sad how immune we are to how good people are. It's so annoying. Because if I would have seen that fucking type of level in 2016, I would have been like, holy fuck! Yeah. Maybe it would have scared me away though. And that's the beauty of like a beginner or like close to an intermediate beginner is like, when you're just having fun and it's not so like perfect.
Yeah.
Because like we've been doing it so long, it's like everyone is a goddamn robot nowadays. Like, everyone is so goddamn good, which is incredible, but it's slightly intimidating.
Yes.
Back then it was more like, right. All I would do was Running Man's on the beach, like in Miami. Yeah. Of course people are gonna come. They're like, I think I could do that.
Yeah.
Now it's like,
yep.
Everyone's like, yeah, no, I'm not coming.
Right. Yeah.
Wow, I just like answered my own reasons as to why my classes are smaller now.
Yeah. Well,
not my beginner class though. My beginner class is doing really well. Yeah. Well, there you go. It's beginner.
Everyone's starting at a different place.
For sure.
And with LA, it's kind of like, jump in.
Right.
Jump in the deep end, figure it out.
Yeah. Also, like, after COVID, things changed a lot.
Yes.
After COVID, like, people stopped going out that much. I feel like classes used to be bigger. I don't know. Like, people used to be more, like, I don't know, maybe the 6 feet and fucking masks, like, just became a lifestyle for some people.
Wow.
I don't know. We're living in such a weird time.
It's so weird.
A crazy time.
Yeah. Well, it's like now if you can get, 1 million views on a video of you dancing in your bedroom, why would you go to a class?
That's so true. That's so true.
Because you used to get validation by killing it in class.
Right, that's so true.
You come in, kill the choreo, and like everyone was watching, and they're like, oh, that girl's
true that.
Good. Then you get the video and the precious video, and you take it home, and like it was a whole thing. But now it's like
nowadays it's like that's too professional.
Yeah,
that's too done up. Like
and
go be like
and dangerous because at home you're safe. You can learn something on the internet until it looks good. Nobody sees you practicing.
Right. oh my God, what if like you fuck up? Yeah, people are like, people became more hermity after COVID.
Yeah.
Hermit crabs.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's like annoying though when you're like trying to run a business here.
Yeah. Trying to get people
to teach you how to
shuffle convention. Yeah.
But
that's why. So and you know me,
I know you.
What's the?
I know you.
My
birthday's in desert land.
My tactic for selling this convention is subliminal messaging.
Love it.
So I'm not, in my captions, I'm not saying come to the shuffle convention.
Okay.
But like the last one I posted was like me, Bree, Gilly, and Donovan all goofing off at the show that we did in San Diego. And like,
because I love that. Organic.
Yeah, well I wrote a caption that said, that's why I think you should go to the Shuffleverse convention, whatever. And that felt so inauthentic to me. I ended up like skipping posting. I was gonna post it like 3 days ago. I posted it today because I rewrote the caption. Has nothing about the Shuffleverse in it. But it's like the point of dance is not to look cool. Yeah. Not to look hot, not to get a boyfriend. It's to be able to goof off with your friends.
And have fun.
And so I'm showing people what it looks like. Yeah. To be able to like be at a level so that you can goof off.
Yeah. Love.
And also like, it's me, Bree, and Donovan. We're going to be teaching. So I'm like, people are going to see that and be like, dang, I want to do that. Yeah. Come to the freaking Shuffleverse. People can make that connection on their own.
Wait, did you put it in the caption in the end?
No.
Oh, so
it doesn't have it.
It doesn't have it.
But when I come in and say like, hey guys, this is what's happening, people are automatically, like people aren't dumb. True. They're going to make that connection like, oh, those 3 people in that video are going to be teaching at a convention. I need to go so that I can be a part of that energy.
Okay.
So I just have a different way of doing it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm manipulative.
You know what? Respect. You know what? I'm like in your face marketing.
Yeah. But see, that's
you could not be more opposite because I'm like, I need to be clear.
Yeah. But that's what makes the world go round is we need people like you and people like me. Everyone has a different universe.
I love subliminal marketing.
Yeah. Anyways, let's head back.
Let's head home. Let's head home. I smell like a goddamn burrito.
Okay.
As I should. As I fucking should. Oh, I feel so bad that I couldn't get Seth his burrito. See, that is like the motherly vibe in me. Like I love yes, I talk a lot of shit about all of that like
wife stuff.
But
you're a wife.
But
you love to give
but there is a part of being a woman that like you want, or maybe it's not all women, maybe that's wrong, but it's like that we want to nurture, and I think I learned it from my mom. So maybe it's not all women, but especially like my mother still cooks for me and she doesn't have to, like I don't ask her to. I'm not a child, I can cook for myself, but she is cooking. She is always like, do you need, oh my god, anything. Like I was at Coachella this year and she took off my shoes and started massaging them because she knew that my feet hurt. Like we were in the middle of the fucking desert and she was like, and like I am that bitch. Like I don't know if it makes me a simpy dumb bitch, but I like if Seth needs anything, I don't know what it is in me, but I'm like, oh, I will do it. I'm just hanging off like, oh, do it. What is wrong with me?
Which makes me so happy.
I learned it from my mother
this way though, because I feel like this is not a new thing, but I feel like Seth brings this out of you.
No, yeah, definitely.
Because he's a very healthy masculine.
Yes.
And so that allows you to kind of sit in your healthy feminine.
Totally.
And because that is, I mean, if you look at, whether you want to look at the Bible and the way God designed us, or just straight up evolution, women are homemakers, we're comforters, we're gatherers.
Innately.
And so, I can go this way.
Yeah.
Just pepper. Remember when we filmed a video on this crosswalk?
Woo! We did! I do remember for that.
But
nice.
Yeah,
we are.
It's just.
I have like differing opinions about that. Like me and Pam were just talking about like the whole homemaker conversation. Like it goes against what I want to believe, but then I naturally am.
Yes, and this is why I feel like I need to start speaking about this more because
it is such a topic that needs to be spoken about.
I'm like a masculine woman.
Yes.
A lot of people will say that, like, I go after men's jobs. Like, I'm more on the masculine side.
You drive a goddamn truck.
Yeah, and like, I never wanted to get married, and I never wanted, like, I was just so opposite of what I am now, where it's like, I want to get married, I want to have kids, I want to stay at home, I want to do my man's laundry. Last night when I was at Dushan's house so it was me and like 4 guys, which is like where I thrive. I grew up with all guy friends, so like it's very comforting for me. But Van, there was like one of the guys doing the fight scene, his shoes kept like picking up lint from the floor, and so I literally just saw a broom. I went over, I got the broom, and I swept the entire floor. And they were all like, wow, thank you so, like, it was so well received. And then I was making fun of them by like how much of a bachelor pad it is. There's no plants, there's no art on the walls. And I was like, how would you guys feel if I like went out and like bought decorations and like decorated your house? And they were like, yeah, please. And literally, like, I'm working something out to where I can come clean for them. And they were all so excited. They were like, you would do that? I'm like, yeah. And it just like would give me so much joy.
Right.
And it's like something that I fought hard against for so long. Like I'm not gonna do this shit. Yeah, but now it's like we want it. It's with the right
a healthy balance too.
It's with the right
totally.
Man.
Because like enough of that, like you know how we get tired of anything in life?
Yes.
With the right people is a good addition to that. Yeah. But you know, with anything in fucking life, you're like, okay, I'm over it.
Yeah.
You'll get over that too.
Yeah.
You will get over folding your laundry.
Yes.
You will get over the crying child.
Yeah.
And you will get over looking at those 4 damn walls.
Yeah.
And you're gonna want to go to the fuck goddamn desert without a baby. Like as much as we're like, independent, feminism, like we all want a partner and we all want to feel happy with somebody. That's like, but there better be like an equal. I mean, it could lie a little more to one side, but there better be some help. You know. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
We did it. We fucking did it. Do you put the emergency brake?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, you're like, hell yeah, bitch.
Oh my god, Seth would roll right down this hill.
Are you serious?
I mean, you can already feel it. Even when I put the emergency brake on and him in park, and I'm like, my wheel is turned so that the tires hit.
Right.
He still slides back a good, like, couple inches.
Oh my god, that's scary.
Terrifying. That's why I hate coming here. So I hate coming to your house.
Yeah. This is good.
Yeah.
This is
I just park down there because I'm like, if Seth does slide down the hill,
if he decides,
he just goes, into cross traffic. Shoot. But like,
God,
here I'm like,
I think he would
10 different cars on the way down.
That's all of our Turo cars.
Yeah. Put you guys out of business.
Oh my god. I am fucking done. This has been so fun.
Yeah. Well,
do you have any more questions?
Oh, tons. But I think we could bring the family into it.
Oh, yes. He's fake.
What is that? Get that away from me. I'm not literally doing anything for you. Can they see me right now?
Yeah. Is it the 360?
Let's talk about how Danae smells like
No
shit.
way.
Like, all dressed up and everything.
Stop! She's filming. Oh my god. You have enough footage there to cancel Sammy's entire existence.
Are you fucking serious? Why are you filming without my consent?
It honestly, like, besides this, I already have so much dirt on him. So
what do you mean?
That's why he's so nice to me, is he knows.
So bad. What kind of dirt?
You can't ever
I've never said anything.
Remember that thing that you told me to delete?
I deleted it out of your deleted.
Yeah.
Out of your deleted.
After I made a copy of it.
After she sent it to her email.
After I put it on my Google Drive.
No way.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
If you have that,
what is it?
Tell me what is it?
I don't want to say it right
You don't
now.
even remember it.
It's a little chilly, bro.
Oh, I know exactly what it is.
How do you remember what it is?
Because I made her delete it.
What was it again?
Don't say it. It's on camera. Don't say anything right now.
Tell me. Who cares?
He's actually racist.
That's not true. Danae doesn't date anybody but white men.
I need to get a video of self-eating.
Oh my god. I need to change my position. Babe, you ready?
No, babe. No, the man's you in your nuts.
Yeah, I know where she wants me. Bro, he looks so much like Paul Rudd. It's crazy, man.
Do you think?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Starting from scratch and keeping them engaged, and keeping like an algorithm that's going to be engaged, or a following that's going to be engaged, is the best way to scale, I think.
Yeah, 100%. Because you can have like 5 million followers, but if literally 4 of them or even all of them don't fuck with you, it's like your page is as good as someone with 2,000 followers who all engage with your shit.
Straight the fuck up. I grew my page to 2.4 million followers off of 2 viral videos that almost attracted in like... I don't know. But they attracted in so many loose followers that nowadays don't even engage with my shit.
The day I was gonna make a new account, my video hit like 100K views on TikTok. So
That's a sign. Well, that's a sign. You should keep it.
So that's why I didn't create a new one. I was gonna create a new account and the video did well, so it's
right. It's just like
that's one of my big excuses. I need to make a new account to blow up.
Wow. I know, we all try to justify that algo, we're shadow banned. We all try to justify, we're shadow banned. No, our content just sucks. Like, I'm so realistic with myself, I'll look through my slides, I'm like, why did I even expect us to get this many likes? Like, who really gives this much of a fuck about me?
I agree, but there is a logistics and analytics side, and there is an actual proven, like there are accounts that literally cannot grow posting. If you post the same video 3 times, sometimes the 3rd time it will do better.
Yeah.
Like,
that is true, but what I'm saying is like majority
these cat videos are not popping off, and I'm getting really pissed.
Man, I don't know if that's still true though.
Pam, it's straight up true. Straight up.
But then is that being a victim?
It's good.
Is that being a victim?
That's
if we
not
think
true.
like that?
My video that has 20 million views on Reels has 100,000 views on TikTok.
No, she's right. You know why?
I try to post it. It's the same exact video.
Babe, someone on TikTok literally did a video where they saw that one video had potential because it hit 20,000 views. They did it again a month later. It had 100,000 views, and then it did 10 million.
Markel told me that. He was like posted like 8 times.
Right?
Like, it's posted like
it's like demotivated.
It is, yeah, right?
But not really.
It's like we post the same video every couple months. Like, what's the fun in that? But
guys, I love you. I'll see you soon.
Love you.
Wait, I might be gone when the time you come back.
Thank you.
What were they saying over there?
I love that this is still recording. You guys watch it.
Oh, it is? Fuck.
Oh my god.
I'll make it.
You got us kissing.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna sell it. Make an OnlyFans and be like, you want to see sex?
you'll find,
and
TikTok will go viral.